Have you ever sat down and looked at your toys, plushies, or stuffed animals and wonder, is there any thought, any soul behind those empty, hollow eyes? Well, I sure don't. Since unlike y'all, the viewers, I don't stick my plushies in a jar with my organic homemade mayonnaise all over my lifeless stuffed toys and let it marinate in my closet. Instead, like every young wooden snapper such as myself, I used to play pretend, being the puppet master and controlling their every movement, acting as their god. Today, we're playing a FNAF Toho fan game from what I have hinted from the last video. It's Five Nights with Fumo, another FNAF Toho fan game where we, the player, have to survive till 6 AM and not let those darn FOMO plushies tickle us in a way that could put us behind bars. Like every FNAF fan game or original FNAF content except for Security Breach and Secret of the Mimic, if you can even count that as FNAF, we are put inside an office as a night guard working for the week at a pizzeria restaurant and protecting ourselves from haunted animatronics coming to stuff us inside their suits. And as for Toho, which this game shares 10% of its DNA, which makes you wonder, out of the two franchises, who's really paying Chelsea? Unlike Toho, we don't fight yokai or dodge mock speed belt cards that can fill the screen with projectiles from all corners. Instead, we survive the 5 nights closing doors and watching little sneaking rabbits from tickling our little tiny in which now, let's go ahead and begin the first night. For the first night, we are introduced to two characters, that being Rimu and Marisa. Rimu being Bonnie's counterpart to FNAF and Marisa being the counterpart to Chica, which the phone guy does talk about the characters throughout the whole 5 nights, but fuck that guy. Like the absolute FNAF god pro that I am, I play this game with one hand and the other hand playing Toho's. But before I could talk any further about those two threats, I would like to take a moment to talk about the game itself. By playing the full 5 nights, I came to appreciate the time and dedication of what it took to make this game, even though it's full of shitposts and Yuriko playing a round of Hangman, which makes me think if she'll win this round. Aside from the posters on the wall, let's talk about the actual night. In this game, there's a lot of characters, all having unique mechanics, and what this game does well is balancing out those mechanics to having dangerous combos that could fuck your shit up, blocking you from using cameras or even checking doors. But let's go ahead and start off with the first threat in this night, such as Rimu Hakura. She starts off at camera 1, then moves to the hall cam, which is camera 2, camera 4, or even camera 3, and sometimes visits young hot sexy ass chick Yukari, which is camera 10. Marisa's attack pattern is also very similar to Hakura Rimu. Marisa starts off at camera 1, setting aside from Hakura Rimu, holding back all desires to reenact the 34th rule on my screen. Marisa also transitions to the hall cams, which is camera 7 and camera 8, and sometimes she even goes to the kitchen, which is camera 12. Aside from those two threats for the first night, we also have one more in which she does become more aggressive early on in the other nights, which is Yukari. Just like FNAF 2 Puppet, she also has a music box mechanic. All you have to do is to go on her camera, which is camera 10, and crank that Soldier Boy. And if that music box isn't cranked enough, she will go to your office and special summon Thomas the Tank Engine. And if she does that, she will rail you from the front and from behind, which myself would usually take part in if she wasn't a damn stuffed toy. I also forgot Chrono existed. Chrono will always be at camera 11, and wherever she goes is wherever she pleases. She does have a very distinct mechanic, however, which is once she's in your office, she won't attack you right away because she is such a baka. Instead, to get rid of her, you must go to her stationary camera, which is camera 11, and click on a 9 ball. Not the one on the walls, which the phone guy himself had told me, but with my infinite wisdom, I clicked the wall anyways, which had wasted time and cost me a few games to end. And aside from the first night, which already has more characters active than half of the official and fan games of FNAF. And with all that knowledge being taken in, we go into the second night. Let's go! 6 AM! I'm so happy to see you! I almost got molested by an autistic, training-loving, portal-shattered barrier gal. I'm so happy I got my ass still intact. We enter night 2 with the addition of 5 more characters, which for a second night is pretty insane. But don't fear, they only give you a little bit of a sample of what they are capable of doing. But for the first 2-in-1 combo meal, we have the 2 rabbits, that being Resin and the other, which both me and the phone guy both agree that she is such a bitch. If not a huge bitch, even a pain in my ass. Why would I call such young, mischievous rabbits such foul language? Well, let me tell you, what she does is that you have to lock in. You don't have, if you switch to another camera, God forbid if you switch to another camera, she will pounce on that other camera. Once she goes to a different camera, you want to know something great, you want to know something cool, she doesn't go back. Meaning, once she goes to a different camera, there's nowhere for her to go back. And you can't shut the door either, because if you do that, she's still gonna find a way to tickle your toes. That's why I say she is such a But however, her Luna counterpart, which is Reason, I don't know what she really does because unfortunately and fortunately, she did not move or aggress any further. Honestly, I believe she does the same thing, but at a much more slower pace. And if she was more aggressive as that little shit, then this game would have been impossible. I'll just put it there. Then we go to Koshi. Koshi, as what the phone guy had told me, she has the ability to control the other characters. But I don't know how true that is since I never seen her do it. But let me tell you, Koshi does not play nice. Like FNAF 2, she acts similar to both BB and Shadow Bonnie. Koshi will into your main office vent, which is camera 6. You know she's in your vents by hearing a sound cue, which are vent noises, or seeing her at the cameras. Once you do notice Koshi in the vents, you must quickly shut the vent door, or not, Koshi will enter your office and not kill you, but prevent you from using both lights and doors, and this could last through the whole night. Koshi, like any other characters, have a starting point, which that's being camera 13. That's where Koshi will start at. Then she'll make her way to camera 12, then goes to camera 1, and lastly camera 6. So always keep note where Koshi is since you're not always going to hear her climbing inside your vents. And then we move on to Kokoro. She always starts at camera 13, sitting right beside Koshi, and then she'll enter through camera 12, then camera 1, and through the halls, and through the hall cam, which is camera 7 and 8. Once Kokoro enters your office, you must quickly look into your cameras and try and not make any sort of eye contact. If you do, then Kokoro will instantly kill you ending your run. Then lastly, there's Yumo.
Surprise, bitch!
Yumo will start off at camera 12, then slowly make her way down to your office. Once you see her enter your office, you must unlock your hidden Sharingan and stare her down. By doing so, she'll leave your office. Now, with all that out the way, just know with all these characters active all at once, you can now see how aggressive this night and other nights are. And with all these characters, they do all have disgusting combos, preventing you from dealing with one character after the other. Which, after dying multiple times, I came up with a ultimate game plan strategy to win this night. What I have done is stare down those little bastards at camera 5, then visit Yukari through time to time. Just know her music box takes some time before winding down. Then look at both doors for Ryu and make sure Koshi isn't inside the vent. But just know, looking anywhere that isn't looking at the small pain in the ass rabbit will possibly and most definitely in your game. The only cameras that are really important is camera 10 and camera 5, unless if that rabbit moves to a different cam, then that camera will also be very important. And with that, that'll be the end for night 2. Or I'm at 50%. Do I just keep the door closed for her? Let's go! 6 a.m. I thought I was gonna get touched and molested. I'm so happy to see the 6. Wait. And now we move on to night 3 in... Wait. Something's wrong here. Why is there not any music? Producer? Editor? What is going on? Wait a minute. Why the fuck do I hear boss music playing? Jesus Christ.
Tasty.
Yep, you heard it, you seen it, it's Yuko. Yuko is the third threat of the night alongside all those active characters previously from night 2. Anyways, as what the phone guy told us, is that Yuko cannot be found in the camera, so she will appear in the office office from time to time, and she has no limit because her gluttonous is just too much. With that out the way, as what the phone guy has said, you must go to the camera and look for a melon. If you don't look for a melon, she will gobble you up like a turkey. So you must quickly find a melon on your camera to be able to get her away from your office. And if you aren't successful with getting a melon, you will die. So make sure you go to camera and get a melon. Aside from Yuko being active in the third night, that's all the characters we have for this game. And it's the same thing for the last fourth and fifth night. So I'm not gonna bore you all with night 4, because you know, night 4, it's gonna be night 4, it's gonna be the same characters that makes me want to lose my mind. So anyways, let's go ahead and skip to night 5 and get to the good part.
You find your watermelon, find the watermelon, hurry, fast, quick. Oh no, reboot! God damn it. Damn. That was rigged. Oh god, okay.
I never said it was gonna be easy, and believe me, it took me a long time.
Yes! Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought I was gonna die. Oh, that little shit. Oh my goodness, I hate that rabbit. Tiny little shit. Oh, fuck. You're still alive. Oh no, it's Sakia. I am not what you think I am. I am not the one responsible for the message I gave you through the week. Of course not. My soul was put into this Fumo quite a while ago. Listen, I have to be quick as I may not be long for they sout me out and claim that I was something I thought about it for a while, and they might be after you as well. They might see you as a accomplice. You don't have anything to fight back, but you have to defend yourself. That's what I've been doing for the past 5 nights. Okay, I want to end the video so bad, but hell no, we're going to night 6.
So yeah, apparently this is a very FNAF inspired fan game of a Tohu FNAF crossover. So apparently the lore is that these Fumos are possessed by souls, in which I have a sneaking suspicion is that phone guy is behind all this, pulling the strings like the true puppet master he is. But that's for y'all to decide, since I never got past night 6, and I'm not going to revisit it unless if I do. So with all that aside, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, comment down below and tell me what game I should play next. Doesn't matter if it's a Tohu or FNAF game, I will play it. If it's money, then I'm afraid I'm as broke as the Hacker Shrine Maiden. So with all that said and done, hope you enjoyed this video, and until then, I'll see y'all until I post the next video. But before y'all go, I would like to ask a very important question. This may be out of the bush, but the question is that if you were to be pulled inside Gensokyo, what would you do? And how would you do it? I would love to read y'all's answer through the comment, and I'm not taking an empty comment section as an answer because I see the views I'd be pulling. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Until I post again. Peace.
Dang. I just got killed 2 times. Well, thanks, Yukari. Thanks.